Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Gaming News Weekly Live. I don't know how the fuck I'm kind of late. I don't know how the fuck I'm kind of late, but I am. About 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes. I got my Avion water with me, so you know I'm ready to talk. But there wasn't much news this week when it comes to gaming. You know, tariff stuff was going on. Everybody's crying. Nintendo is delaying pre-orders of the Switch 2 because of it, and we sitting here as the gamers. Like, what the fuck is actually going on? Microsoft, they're doing pretty good. They're still dropping games out. The Midnight just came out. I'm gonna play a little bit more of it. The initial opening. Go watch my opening video. You will see how I felt about that. Sony is announcing The Last of Us again. What the fuck is going on over there on the PlayStation side of gaming? We don't know. They're still number one though, so that's all that matters. They're still number one, even though they're fucking garbage. But other than that, like, there's not much going on in gaming. So we're gonna get right into this because and I swear they did that shit only because the TV show is doing so well that they want to keep selling this fucking game. They want to just keep selling that goddamn game, bro. It's so sad why they keep doing it. We're gonna get right into this because Microsoft announced their game show, their showcase is gonna be on June 9th. Is that right? June 9th? Or June 8th. So Xbox Game Showcase is gonna be on June 8th. I don't know why they announced it this motherfucking early. This is April. They already announced it because I mean I guess they got so much in the pipeline that they're like, shit, we ready to go. I don't know how much of it is gonna leak over the next month and a half before June 8th comes. But they did announce it's gonna be an all digital show. They're not gonna have a fan fest this year. They're just gonna put a showcase out and they're gonna have it spotlighted by Obsidian in fucking Outer Worlds 2. And I was like, I mean, it just had to be them, didn't it? It had to be them coming off the back of South of Midnight, coming off the back of Doom the Dark Ages, which comes out in May. Crazy. Then the game showcase in motherfucking June. Xbox is hitting on all cylinders at this point, and they're doing really good. They're doing really good. The games are, they've been good. They've been fun. But then it is already speculation time for the showcase. There's already leaks and rumors out. There's people talking about what the fuck is my hair doing, bro? Go somewhere and god damn, this motherfucker just is just doing something. But look, there's already rumors and speculation out there. There's gonna be a Black Ops 7. It's gonna continue the story from Black Ops 2. And I'm like, why the fuck is number 7 the continuation of Black Ops 2? We don't know what Activision was on about. But I guess they want to finish that story. There's other rumors out that they're remaking Prototype. Alex Mercer's coming back. I'm like, it's speculation time. And why did they do this shit so early? That's what I don't know. Microsoft, why did you have to announce the showcase so motherfucking early, bro? It's not even May yet. This shit is in June. We knew it was going to be in June. It's not like there wasn't going to do a show. But why announce it this early and now there's gonna be leaks and rumors every day just to be like, oh, we know it's gonna be at the show. We're gonna be at the show. We don't know if it's true or not. And it's so far out, shit. We gotta look at everything. We gotta look at everything. And I'm like, ah, man, this shit will be tiring before the show even come. Only thing we know that's gonna be there is probably whatever they do with Gears, Fable, because they've been showing a lot of Fable this year. Perfect Dark, because they showed Perfect Dark last year. They're probably going to show it again. And we probably get a release date by now. They showed Joanna as they showed her going off. They showed the weird shit going on in Perfect Dark. So we know those games. What more of them are going to be there, we don't know. But Alex Mercer coming back, prototype, I want that. Out of all the leaks and rumors that have started already since Microsoft has announced they're having a show on June 8th, the Alex Mercer prototype one is the only one I want to be real. I don't give a fuck about Black Ops 7 and the Black Ops 2 storyline. Nah, that shit's old, bro. I played Black Ops 2 when I was a child. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I kind of do. I kind of want more of that story. But I don't care. Alex Mercer, prototype, back at it again. Microsoft kind of need that type of game. Perfect Dark. Yeah, Perfect Dark is coming back. It was good, Cool Breeze. Perfect Dark is coming. But Alex Mercer definitely needs his time to shine, bro. I still haven't played Prototype 2. You said Double Fine's game will most likely be announced. I keep forgetting Double Fine is owned by Microsoft, bro. Because Clockwork, Double Fine's game. Damn, hold on, bro. Because all those, yeah, Double Fine's game we don't know about, but like Clockwork and stuff, we still need to see those. Those are gonna be probably next year's games. I completely forgot about them. Oh, bro. Xbox got too many studios. I heard Toys for Bob was having an interview somewhere and they want to work on Banjo. Microsoft might just let them. Even though they let Toys for Bob go. Like, they're an independent studio now. They're not even owned by Microsoft no more. But they're still partners with Microsoft. They said that in an interview. Like, they're still partnered with Microsoft. I think they might be making a Banjo game. They referenced that game a whole lot in that interview, too. I'm like, I don't know, but Toys for Bob will be the ones to make the Banjo game if there is one to be made. But hold on. We need to pull up the list, bro. Because Microsoft got too many things going on. I can't remember all of them. Not off the top. The revamped Rare game. Yeah, whatever fuck Everwild is. Yeah. Whatever Everwild is or will become. Yeah, Rare still hasn't. Yeah. And we know 007 is coming from IO Interactive. But we don't know who's they're gonna show that game. They're probably gonna show it on Xbox's stage. Because they did just show it at the Switch 2 thing, didn't they? So they're probably gonna be at Microsoft stage to like show it off. Because IO and Xbox supposed to have a game together as well. Like a second party deal game from IO. Microsoft said they have one of those. There's so many things, bro. This Contraband is still a thing. We don't know when that's coming or where it's coming from. But Contraband is still a thing. There's so many games that we know the names of, that we know the premise of. Fucking, what's the zombie game called again? I swear, State of Decay 3. We know that's around the corner somewhere. They've been playing. Oh man, there's so many things that we know is going to be at the show, or that we know should be at the show. But the leaks and rumors that come out that are about things that we don't know, that could be. That is where all this is leading to. And it's so early in the motherfucking year. I mean, I guess it's only a month and a half away. You said expect a new live service game. But didn't Matt Booty say he canceled like 2 or 3 of them? Because he walked into Activision Blizzard. He's like, this should look like trash. This should look like trash. And he had them scrap that shit. No, there was still one game that they were still creating. I forget what the hell it was like. There's so many things. There's so many things off the slate, bro. That is like, what are they doing? What is Starfield doing next? Because we know they have another DLC slated. We just don't know what the hell it is. Hopefully it's more about the fucking Starborn. Because there's so much cut content. If you open the Starfield's art book, because I kind of like reading the art books and stuff. The Starfield art book. They have so much fucking cut content about like the clans and shit that worship the Starborn. When the fuck is that coming back into the game, Bethesda? Like, nigga, we know y'all made that shit. It's in the art book. Y'all already wrote that shit. Why is it not in the game yet? We don't know. So Bethesda's next piece of Starfield is probably going to be at the showcase. And their announcement to go to PlayStation, because they still haven't done that yet. Starfield is definitely getting a PlayStation release. We just don't know when. You say a word on the street of Starfield DLC is the one? What, just Shattered Space? Or are you saying there's another one? Because, nah, Shattered Space can't be the only one. It can't be the only one. Where my water at? And now PlayStation just need to announce a showcase. Because we really don't have no PlayStation news. We ain't had no PlayStation news all year. Except bullshit like The Last of Us is getting another release. That is it. You know, I'm kind of getting tired of Sony ass and The Last of Us. Well, I guess we got Marathon. Which, Marathon, if y'all didn't watch my video yesterday, or did that video go up today? Marathon is not looking like it's going to be a good game. It's not looking like it's going to be a good game. It's not looking like it's going to be a successful game. And I'm like, damn, Bungie, this is your chance. This was their chance. You said Marathon looks dry as fuck. It does, bro. Like, the whole gameplay overview looked boring. Like, the way they showcased the game to us made the game look boring already. And it's like, bro, this is not one of those things where Bungie, you could just drop something and say, use your imagination. It's not going to work here, bro. They needed to put some effort into something. Yeah, fucking I said that, bro. I'm like, everything looked uninspired as hell, bro. I seen the, like, one of the people in Marathon do like the hand thing to like hack something, and I'm like, where did they get that from? Because I've seen it already. That's already been a concept. I forget who the fuck did it, but they had a little glove on, and they was like typing on their own glove to hack some shit. And now it's in Marathon. I'm like, I've definitely seen that idea before, Bungie. None of that shit is unique. None of it. And I'm like, Marathon is gonna flop, bro. They're gonna get firewalked so fast. Because we already know Sony has been pulling resources and personnel from Bungie and pulling them into PlayStation to make studios. They're gonna scrap Bungie as fast as Marathon drops and flops. The Bungie name is gone. You said it can't be better than a Rainbow Six Virus game. See, that's kind of wild because I like Rainbow Six Extraction. I enjoy Rainbow Six Extraction because I played a whole lot of Siege before Extraction was created. So like all Extraction did was kind of like turn it into a PvE thing, which it was kind of fun. You kind of learn about some new characters. You kind of learn how everybody's abilities work, build teamwork. But like you can tell it was a spinoff of Siege. It wasn't supposed to be a big thing. But Marathon is supposed to be a big thing, bro. And then you look at it and you're like, y'all not even trying, Bungie. The art team not trying. The motherfucking gameplay teams not. Did y'all see some? Hold on, bro. Let's pull up the motherfucking overview again. Like the combat in it, it looked like they copy and paste that shit right out of fucking Destiny. And they're like, yep, this combat is good enough. Not the gameplay reveal. Let's look at this goddamn overview again. Let's pull up the overview. Because this shit was definitely uninspired. You say it was good, but nobody wanted to play. Me and my friend them used to play the Rainbow Six Extraction. It's just they didn't have content rolling in like we would have expected it, but we kind of understood that this game was just to supplement some money so they could put that shit back in Siege. That's exactly what it did. It made a little bit of money. They slapped that shit right back into Siege, and then Siege got better. That's exactly what Extraction did for for Rainbow Six. That's why, like, we were looking like, damn, why ain't content dropping that fast in Extraction? It's because they were just using the money they gathered from Extraction, just from the community. They just wanted to try it out, sell some skins, do some little combat loop stuff, which a combat loop was pretty fun. It wasn't too bad. Learning how the enemies and shit worked and how they evolved and changed over time. That was kind of cool to learn. But then that shit just went right back to Rainbow Six Siege. And it made the game better. They start updating the graphics, start updating character models, start updating weapons and designs. And that's what you're supposed to do with your Star franchise. You're supposed to help them niggas get good. Like, stay good. I don't think Bungie has that. In Marathon, yeah, that's just DOA. This shit is DOA. It's kind of crazy how Xbox is the one promoting this game and not Sony. Because I haven't seen a Sony branded piece of Marathon yet. But Microsoft has Bungie's fucking banner on Xbox.com right now. The banner for Marathon it's on Xbox's site. Microsoft is helping Bungie more than PlayStation is, because PlayStation know they about to scrap the fuck out of Bungie when this drops, bro. And Microsoft is doing everything in their power to try to help Bungie. Since the Halo days, they've been trying to help Bungie succeed. Bungie's been resistant. Because they're like, oh, we want our independence, Microsoft. But Microsoft's like, yeah, you want your independence, but you're not very smart. You're not very smart, Bungie. And this is where Bungie has landed. Like, what was original Marathon like? Have anybody played original Marathon? Like, look at this shit, bro. You said Game and Media would try to save it like they did Concord. And I got a feeling the Game and Media is not going to fuck with Concord like they... I mean, not going to fuck with Marathon like they did Concord. Because most of the Game and Media was paid to play Concord and to show Concord off to the world. I don't think PlayStation is going to put that much money behind Bungie to help this game succeed. I think they want it to fail so they can scrap Bungie. So they can take Bungie for everything that they should be worth and scrap the rest of it. They own the Destiny IP. They're going to take the developers. They can scrap the whole independent name thing. And they're just going to run their own little ship with the Bungie employees. I think that's what they want. I don't think they're going to have the media and pay them to play Marathon, to show Marathon. I don't think they're going to do that this time around. I think Sony's going to stay quiet and watch the community rip Marathon apart. And then scrap the whole team and be like, hey, it wasn't us. Yeah, I knew the game wasn't good. And I'm like, yeah, Sony wants this game to fail. Which is crazy because I know they put money into this shit. But how much? It doesn't look like a lot.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter.
Like, look at the... Every texture is flat. The water is gray, bro. The water is gray, nigga. It's not even... I don't even think this is water. Every texture in this bitch is flat. You say you have original Marathon? It's like Power Slave or System Shock? So why the fuck is this an extraction shooter? I don't know, bro.
Set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4.
Like, all of this shit look uninspired. And I understand they said it's pre-alpha footage, but none of this shit has texture.
Who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats, capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest. You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players.
There's nothing that we see that is exactly out of Destiny 2. All these animations are exactly out of Destiny 2.
For glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons, materials, and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map.
And I swear, even the character designs look straight out of Destiny 2.
Build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault.
You said Original Marathon is on Xbox? They wanted to give a new game that Valorant look? Nah. See, Valorant is colorful as hell. I ain't gonna lie, it's bright, it's colorful. But Valorant looks stylistic, bro. Everybody got their own kind of drip. It's like, what's that new card shooter game, Fragpunk? Like, Fragpunk is one of those Valorant looking games. It has style, though. It has substance to the designs, to the characters. All this shit looked like somebody just went to ChatGPT and told them to create AI characters for us, and then just slap them bitches in the game. Look at this menu, bro. What are these Minecraft ass fucking logos? Like, these are legit Minecraft logos, bro. These are Minecraft logos. It's like they're not trying. That is what this looked like to me. When I first seen this, I'm like, come on now, bro. Like, even the in-game menu Minecraft logos, bro. It was good. These are Minecraft logos. You said the changes were made last minute.
Death is inevitable. But it's
I mean, yeah, I know all of this is going to be subject to change. They say that about all pre-alpha shit. That right there, run that back. That little hack, like this hand hacking thing, who the fuck did that before? I swear I've seen somebody use that same hacking hand motion. I just don't remember where. But when I seen that shit, I'm like, this is that's not even new, bro. Why is Biscuit an AI? Or is that A1? You said Cyberpunk? I think it is Cyberpunk. So they just snatched this shit straight out of Cyberpunk? Cause I'm like, I swear I've seen that shit before. Of the Cyberpunk series, it might have been Edge Runner. It might have been Edge Runner. Cause I seen somebody do this, and I'm like, I've seen this before, and it definitely wasn't Marathon.
Opponents, and in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight. Bungie brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the forefront.
That's not even a true statement.
Runners with unique playstyles and
look at this fucking. You see how long this bitch take the. You see how long this shit take the charge up. This motherfucker just standing here. You don't hear this motherfucker charge it up behind you. There's no goddamn, like, real players. This shit is not gonna work. This is gonna be bottom tier. It's never gonna be meta. You said, was that Cheese SMG?
Customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights. Whether you're on a zero to hero run or high rolling with powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick. And
like, none of the character models look cool,
because no
bro.
matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy.
You could have at least had good character designs. They could have at least had good character designs.
Crews with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out to streamline playing with your friends. Death is not the end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates and get out with your hard-earned loot. And if you believe your skills,
then they made this shit family friendly as hell with that goddamn exosuit body shit. They're like, oh, you're not real people anymore. You're just robot people that keep downloading into new bodies. Oh my gosh, bro. You couldn't even make them look cool. Like, if I'm gonna give up my human shell for a synthetic, like, moving thing to be a part, I'm not about to be dripless, bro. What the fuck would I want to look like one of y'all, bro, when I can look like me? They don't make sense. You said an AR single player story would have... Yeah, like, if they had... They should have definitely done a lot to make you understand why you would want to be in a synthetic body to begin with. Because they opened this motherfucker with like, yeah, you give up your human corporeal form to be a robot. And you like, why would I want to do that? It doesn't, like, we don't know, Bungie. Nobody understands why you would want to be one of these bland-ass robot people running around picking up waste, like, tasteless loot. That shit don't even look cool to pick up. The guns don't look that cool. The gadgets don't look that cool. Like, why? What is this, bro? Like, we don't know. Why is stealth only 5 seconds?
Take all the glory for yourself.
Do you run out of stealth?
Solo runner. No two runs in Marathon ever play out the same. With
look at the fucking. Hold on. Look at the run on the sand, bro. Look at this shit. What is that?
Ever play out
Those are not even footprints. They just make holes in the ground, bro.
With dynamic events.
All these placeholder textures. Why did they show this game?
You'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive. Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation? Slip into the shadows as Void and ghost past your enemies. Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered. Want to push enemy teams?
You said he's not retaining shit.
Bring in Glitch with agility implant.
You said, do you think Brink was better? Brink was so much better, bro. And see, when I first seen this game, I was thinking Brink as well. Because Brink was one of those things that Bethesda just one-offed back in the day. But the concept of Brink was so far, but Bethesda just didn't build upon that in any way. They just left it to the imagination after Brink was over. They're like, yep, that's Brink. The concept is cool, right? And then they left that shit where it was. And it's like, come on now, bro. Because Brink's art style, everybody was kind of fucked up. Everybody was kind of fucked up. But I think it kind of grew on me over time because you had to create your own character. But if everybody's kind of fucked up, you're like, okay, character design isn't going to be too crazy because everybody's kind of fucked up in it. So you tried to make the best looking fucked up character you possibly could. But then like movement was fun, shooting was fun, the combat system was fun, and the way they told the story in Brink, even though it was a multiplayer game, like the single player like story woven into how multiplayer missions played out, it made sense for Brink. It made sense for Brink. And then you kind of learned the story, and by the end of the game, whichever side you chose, the story kind of branched their way, and then it ended the same. You said saw the DMC Netflix show? I have not watched it yet.
To disrupt.
I have not watched it yet. I do want to see it though.
For your friends.
I did see a clip, and they had this man Dante go full Quicksilver, bro. It was like a big truck or like an exploding barrel. I forget what it was. Like he was sitting in a diner, and he legit stopped time and saved all these motherfucking people before that truck hit the diner and blew the fuck up. I'm like, when did Dante ever get that fast, bro? I forget that this nigga's the son of the devil or some shit. I ain't played Devil May Cry since Devil May Cry 2 back on PlayStation 2. So it's been a long time. But it was crazy how they had Dante looking. You said Brink would look good in 4K HDR. I mean, the character models will still look like shit. Because, I mean, they were just designed for, like, overly proportionate heads. Their noses was big as hell. Iris was hella wide. Like, the Brink character models, they had the most fucked up facial features imaginable. But the way that the game looked in the art direction and the style of like the maps, the guns, the ability systems, they would definitely work in today's game. They would definitely work in today's game. I just don't know why Bethesda kind of let Brink
shield
die like
and
that.
A specialized backpack.
Seeing now that a lot of like Brink would do good for a lot of games. But this shit looks so uninspired as like
experiment with team compositions, and the only limit to how
the only other question I have after seeing this, because like you see the running bitch, like they did the same thing with what the hell is that with that game called, the MMO with Bunny Girl. Bunny Girl's real fast. She got the electric going everywhere. Like, if you gonna make a speed bitch, at least make people want to be the speed bitch, bro. Because her speed looks like it's probably gonna be the best thing in the game. It's probably going to be meta as hell if this game even goes over. But she looked like a clown. And not a Harley Quinn one. She looks mime-like, and it's like her design could have been better. You said why niggas acting like DMC games of peak literature and character writing? See, because most people that glaze DMC played it as a child, like I did. Like if you played DMC way back, I'm talking you on PS2, you sneaking to play that shit. You sneaking to play that shit at like 2 a.m. Everybody's sleep. You're sneaking to play DMC 2, getting your ass beat on by Cerberus and shit. Like your brain kind of warps reality of how things work. Cause I mean, like Dante was a cool ass nigga back then. But like nowadays, there's way better written characters than Dante as. But when you see Dante as again, especially in a new light, like the anime that come out, they're gonna glaze that nigga. Why? Cause he's an OG. He's an OG. They're gonna glaze Dante, bro. But then they like Virgil is probably gonna show up in the anime, and then he's gonna get even more glazed than Dante is, cause that nigga just he's just an edgelord. He just be standing over there in the corner in the dark with his sword. He probably gonna say like 2 words on screen.
Endgame challenges,
and then it's gonna cut.
Ranked play, discovering secrets.
You said short design? Wait, whose design? Bunny Girl or the running bitch? Cause this is the running bitch's design. This is her design. What is this? Like, come on now, bro. And the whole squad is running Fast Bitch. Because Fast Bitch is probably going to be the most fun character in the game. Because Big Shield, nigga, nobody cares about you, bro. They're going to throw a grenade at your feet. You're cooked. At least Speed Bitch, you could turn her speed on. You can run real fast. Niggas not shooting you. Because you can't aim that fast in this game. They showed that when she ran past the fucking screen one time. You say, is that a she? We don't know, bro. She's biosynthetic. She's a robot. There's no people in this game. There's just objects and things. So she's an object. Feminine presenting, maybe. Definitely clown-like. What is that hair, bro? Like, somebody put this on. It was like, oh yeah, this it. And I'm like, what character design team thought this was gonna be good to let out, bro? You said look like a 4K Roblox model? Definitely. No, Roblox models be looking better. I've seen some Roblox characters and I'm like, they put that shit in Roblox. It's so wild, bro. You could get some real detail into Roblox characters somehow. This, nah. They definitely asked ChatGPT to just create some shit. And they slapped that shit on screen. What is this motherfucking meta pack ass backpack she got on? Where the fuck are they even supposed to put the loot?
Loot and imagination. Endgame challenges, ranked play, discovering secrets, seasonal storytelling, community events, and more all await you in Season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4.
No, this shit's so uninspired, it's crazy.
Remember, you're only ever one run away from your next.
You said Sony about to pack them up. They are, bro. And this is the craziest shit that you could possibly see. Like, you look at this reveal, and you're like, Bungie, you're done. Bungie, you're fucking cooked. Like, there's nothing left. After you see this, and all we could come up with is Bungie, you're cooked, is crazy. You said Rock Robots got eyelids. Because, bro, I wish they told us, nigga. That is all I'm saying. Like, Marathon is coming out. Marathon is coming out. We don't understand the world state. We don't understand the... You said, Dante is like Leon from Red... Oh, yeah. You said Sanjay had to make DMC... This coming was too far. I mean, yeah. This is Marathon, bro. Why did you have to be so scuffed? Like, at reveal, bro. At the reveal, all we have to say is Bungie's cooked. At the reveal, this is the death of Bungie right in front of us. Hey, that nigga Leon is kind of OP in Resident Evil. Because no matter what, this nigga Leon is a human-ass nigga. Him and Chris, normal humans, they ain't taking no virus. Nigga, they ain't got no enhancements. and they be doing the most egregious shit in the games. At least when they did Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, what's his name? He was made out of the moss or whatever the fuck the moss that he had in his body, the fungus or something. That's why he was doing all that crazy shit. Because I mean, Ethan ass, he got his hand cut off. He put that motherfucker back on. Like he been through a lot. He was remade by the moss. But this nigga Leon, he will fight niggas for 17 days straight. No sleep, no water, no food. That one pistol. He be backflip drop kicking niggas. Like, Leon, bro, what are you made out of? Because you're not human. He's definitely not human. You say it didn't follow a story? One to one like DMC writing with? I mean, what story are they following though? Because like, there's Devil May Cry, you know, 1, 2, 3, and then DMC is like a reboot of that. And then 4 came out and nobody liked 4. Nobody like Devil May Cry 4. So I mean, like, what story are we actually talking about? Because then DMC 5 came out. I think people like that one, but I haven't played past 2. And then I did play the remake of Devil May Cry, the DMC one. You say it's a prequel. I mean, if it's a prequel, then how the fuck are they complaining about the story, bro? It's a prequel. I need to watch the show, though. I wish I could watch it on live, like, watch it live, but... So, pre-DMC 3? So, it could be before, like, in between 1 and 2, maybe? I mean, it depends on who's already in the game. I mean, who's already in the show, like, what characters they announce. Because, like, some characters come in at a different point in each game, and Dante has to be off doing nonsense in between games anyway. So they could definitely just spin that. Because Dante, in between games, be doing random nonsense, bro. We don't know, when he starts up a new game, he's somewhere doing something. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing, Dante? Like, one time you start a game, I forget if you start DMC 2, and this nigga's, like, in a random bar dancing and shit. And then the bar start blowing up, and niggas start pulling up, and he starts shooting everything. And it's like, Donald, where the fuck did you end up? We were just on top of the world in DMC 1. We're, like, I don't, like, it's one of those things, bro. Like, Devil May Cry has never been that serious. But some people probably definitely take that shit a little bit too to heart. I don't know. I need to play the other Devil May Cry games. Because I stopped at DMC 2 for, or I'm maybe played DMC 3. I maybe played the third one. Hold on, let me look it up. I don't know why the fuck I hit that transition like that. I could have just. When did DMC 3 come out? That motherfucker got a 58 out of 10 from IGN, bro. Okay, so I did play Devil May Cry 3. Because that's what Virgil has pulled up. Okay. I played Devil May Cry 3. That mean I didn't play 4 and 5. I definitely played 3. You said some of these multiplayer games should be attached to a good single player game. I mean, that's definitely the case. You said Suicide Squad was attached to Arkham Knight Remastered. They would have more players. And yeah, that's the thing, cause like some of these games would be good if the rest of the world was fleshed out. And I think that's the part that so many companies miss when it comes to these games. Because there's so much world building that they want to do, but they space that shit out over. They want to space it out over like 10 seasons. No, nigga, because nobody's gonna care 10 seasons later. You're not fucking Fortnite. You said speaking of shooters, the most unique shooters is Splatoon and Fortnite. See, Fortnite started off not unique. except for the building, because Fortnite was a tower defense game. And then they went Battle Royale because the tower defense game failed. So when Fortnite came out, it was a tower defense game. It was a single player / multiplayer tower defense game. You had to build your defenses up. You had to battle against the horde of zombies. That's what Fortnite used to be. And then PUBG start blowing the fuck up. And their tower defense game didn't make any money. So they're like, fuck it, let's put a Battle Royale mode. Yeah, they're like, fuck it, let's put a Battle Royale mode. And that's when Fortnite Battle Royale came out. Because their tower defense game made no money. So they spent that building mechanic into building walls to shield yourself from bullets. And that's how Fortnite Battle Royale took the fuck off. Because everybody on the internet started playing it. Why? Because you could build. Yeah, they get stole from PUBG. Now multiplayer games get tacked on stories. Because like when you see multiplayer games and they have characters, they have maps, they have events, and those events should have story behind it. Why is this event going on? Why is this character here? Why are they even fucking important? They leave all that shit out. They want you to just make it up in your brain and then pay them money to keep playing this fucking game. That is how all these multiplayer games became uninspired and they're all flopping. Because where's the substance behind any of this in this world? There's art designers, there's writers, there's all these people working on this goddamn game, and nobody ever thought we should probably give some detail to the backstory of all this shit. Nah, not one person thought about that. At least Rainbow Six Siege, when they came out, and yeah, Siege was just a game where you play search and destroy. That's all you did. But every time they announced a character in the game, they gave you their backstory. They gave you why they're joining Rainbow Team. Why they're even they gave you backstory on the maps. And it's like, this is why. That's why motherfuckers play Ash, Capkin, all them. Because you like those characters, bro. When you see fucking Blackbird ass come out with this big ass weapon, he's slow as fuck. They have a whole backstory on why he's like that. Everybody got cutscenes to them. And then they start adding more just story bits over time, building out people's backstories. Like fucking Kavara and Other Girl are sisters. You find that shit on like year 3. You like, what the fuck? Y'all are related the whole time. Like, multiplayer games need some of that, or nobody's gonna be paying attention to your game. That's why Halo's multiplayer kind of flopped. Halo Infinite was a great single player story. People play Halo Infinite, they have fun. Then the multiplayer is so disconnected from everything Halo Infinite that nobody wanted to keep playing Halo Infinite's multiplayer. Even I stopped playing Halo Infinite's multiplayer, and I was like platinum and fucking ranked. I was playing ranked Halo. I was platinum, and I still dropped that fucking game. Because like the other stuff would come out, the new maps would come out, the old maps would come out. They added Forge finally, but it was also just like, oh, here you go, since you asked. And it's like, where's y'all effort at? As a community, like as the people creating the game, where is y'all effort at? Because you know what we want. As the fans, you hear us crying out, but then you do the most low effort shit possible. You like, just, here you go, and then just walk the fuck away. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to make any Forge maps to drop, to show what they could do. No, you just leave it to the community. The leave it to the community shit is the reason all these games are flopping. High key. Because Sea of Thieves has lasted this fucking long because Rare as a team keep making people want to play Sea of Thieves. Not the community. Because there was a couple times where I dropped out of Sea of Thieves because my crew was off. We're all doing other shit. And then I see some random ass shit go on in Sea of Thieves. And I'm like, damn, I want to go on that fucking adventure. They had Jack Sparrow random ass pop up. I'm about to go see what the fuck Captain Jack is doing, bro. Why the fuck would I not? They put some effort into that shit, and then it made niggas come back into the game. Marathon is kind of cooked. I mean, we already know it's kind of cooked, but like, not even Gunnar Art Direction can save their ass. None of that. Nothing can save them now. Bungie is literally cooked with this game. You said sometimes the community be saving some games. I mean, it depends on what type of game. Because if the game is worth it to the community, and then the developers kind of get inspired to do something better, then you pull like a No Man's Sky. Because you know No Man's Sky should have tanked hard as fuck. And it kind of did. But some of the developers came together and started working on the game. And the community respected them so much that they came back to the game. Because it's like, okay, your boss ran off on the plug and left y'all with this shit in y'all hands. And y'all trying to make something out of it. And then they actually made something out of it. That's the only time I really see like the community kind of saving a game. But most of these developers want the community to do all the heavy lifting. Like Ubisoft and fucking X Defiant. They thought they were going to make X Defiant like, okay, it's a shooter. It's generic as all the other shooters. Let the community have it. And we're going to have a success on our hands. No. Hell no. Because the community played it for a little bit. They told them, okay, you should change this. You should add this. You should subtract that. And they did that. And then the community left. And went right back to Call of Duty. Why? Because Call of Duty isn't about the community, nigga. It's about the show. And you're here to put on a show. That's what Activision does with Call of Duty every year. They put on a motherfucking show. And then we just attend that show. And sometimes we partake in it. But Ubisoft wasn't doing that. That's why X Defiant is fucking gone. Like, there's not too many communities strong enough to save a game. Or to propel a game. Because community is so easily broken. Especially when something new and shiny comes out. And they're actually putting effort in to get you to play it. You're gonna leave, bro. There's not a single game that's carried by the community, except No Man's Sky for me at least. I think that's the only one I know for sure is carried by the community because like ESO just had their live stream and all the shit that they're putting into ESO now. All these years they've been working on all this shit. Like you see, the developers are still happy to be working on ESO. And they're happy that players are still playing it, and they want players to come back. That's what they show with their live stream. Not too many game communities on the development side are doing it. So, of course, the players on the other side aren't going to be doing that either. Like, Cyberpunk's resurgence was partly because of fucking Edge Runner. We all know Edge Runner popped. Nobody could get away from Edge Runner at the time. And because CD Projekt doubled back, it was like, we gonna pull that shit up. You said like a new coder every year. Yeah, maybe not the best, but new. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like they always slap some new crazy ideas into Call of Duty. Like omnidirectional movement. Like when you think about omnidirectional movement, it's nothing really. Because most niggas run straight or to the side. They slide cancel. You know, the basic stuff. But then you see an omnidirectional demon in game, and you're like, this is what they meant. And I think that's the spark Call of Duty kind of wanted people to have. Because I run around at Call of Duty like a normal nigga would. I run, I slide, you know, I double back sometimes. I forget that you could like backpedal just as fast as you could run forward. So when I do that, sometimes I'd be so surprised. Like, oh yeah, omnidirectional. But then you see a nigga jump up, corkscrew 360 mid-air while he's hitting shots. And you're like, that's what the fuck Activision was looking for, bro. They were looking for those demons right there. Because that's what Call of Duty is now. And those niggas inspire other niggas to get good at Call of Duty. And that's what keeps the Call of Duty train rolling. Every year. There has to be a couple sweats that do some demonic shit in Call of Duty. And you see it and you're like, I need to try that. And that's what Call of Duty gets revived every time that happens. And like you said, it's not the best, but it's new. It's something new. And somebody always wants to attain something. And that's what the Call of Duty drive has always been. No other shooter has captured that. Because they just think like, oh, shooting game is shooting game. You said Call of Duty? Call of D? That shit, like, when we play Warzone, like, they just brought Verdansk back. Verdansk was 2017, 2018 Call of Duty. Nobody would have thought Verdansk would have revived Call of Duty as hard as it did. Except now. You said Call of Duty is the baseline? Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, they always have, like, the core fundamentals of Call of Duty. And then they just slap something new on there. And some people see it and run away with it, bro. And it bring a whole new community of people with them. Because, there's something like, okay, we can all try to do this shit. We can all get good at it. They always do different things with the campaign. There was one Call of Duty that didn't have a campaign. Motherfucker shit on that one. I think it was like Black Ops 4 or something. It got shit on. They doubled back. They did heavy campaigns ever since. they start putting work in on campaigns after Black Ops 4. Why? Because motherfuckers like, nigga, Call of Duty, if you don't drop a campaign, you're cooked. And they knew. That's why Infinite Warfare was all campaign. I don't remember a single person telling me about the multiplayer. Everybody talked about the campaign, bro. It had Jon Snow in it. It had Conor McGregor in it. It had somebody else in it. They're like, bro, the campaign slapped. You said Omni movement with parkour. That's Titanfall. That's Titanfall. And there's a rumor. Oh my goodness. There was a rumor. Because I was talking about, the Xbox showcase. And all the rumors and stuff are popping up. Titanfall fucking 3 at the Xbox showcase. That rumor came up. And I'm like, they better not be fucking lying to me, bro. Of course they're lying to me. They have to be. It's April. Nigga, motherfuckers lying all month. But everybody wants Titanfall 3. You said it's hard and annoying to play other shooters when they have different... Yeah, because, like, once you play Call of Duty for so long, Call of Duty has become baseline for, like, first-person shooter controls. Why? Because everybody defaults to Call of Duty, bro. They became the biggest shooter for a reason. Everybody defaults to Call of Duty, and then they build upon that. Because Call of Duty does it every year. The controls never change. But they just add new controls on top of the old ones. And then other shooters come out and they want to change how you aim and shoot. They change how crouch work. If they put slide in the game, the slide doesn't feel the same. So I was playing... What game was I playing, bro? And I tried to slide and I slid and the slid wouldn't stop. So then I realized in this game, you can't slide cancel. Slide canceling isn't in the game. You can't jump out of a slide. Like, you hit slide and you slide. And I'm like, yeah, this not right, bro. I'm going back to Call of Duty. Because slide canceling wasn't a thing in that game. And I remember, like, slide canceling wasn't a thing in Call of Duty for a long time either. All we had was dolphin diving and crouching. You said YouTuber Griffin pretty much lives on COD. I mean, there is some people that Call of Duty is everything to them. Their whole channel is dedicated to Call of Duty. I wish I could. You say it's likely Apex 2.0 with Titanfall 3 related story added. See, that would be the smart thing. But Titanfall 3, like, the cliffhanger of Titanfall 2 BTS still being there. Nigga pilot. Nah, nigga, we kind of need BT back in the story. You remember we had to press the stick to aim down sight? Yes. We remember back in the day, bro, where you had to press fucking R3 or whatever the fuck the right stick is called on Xbox to aim your weapon. Ah, it was bad, bro. Some games still do that. Some games still do that. Where like it's mostly third person shooters because I think like Tom Clancy games do that a lot. What is it called? Like Division and like Ghost Recon. I think those are the ones that like you still kind of aim strangely, where they want you to hold the Y button to swap weapons and not just press Y. And it's like, what are y'all doing to us in these games, bro? It's not right. But yeah, you gotta press down the fucking right stick to aim your weapon to like ADS, because you would aim in like third person view where like the crosshairs show up. But then if you want to aim down sight, you have to press R3. And it's like, you know how dirty that is. I know they know how dirty that is. But I think they want to like kind of keep that old-fashioned third-person action style alive, and they need to stop that shit. But at least it's not fucking Lost Planet and that fucking guideline shooting shit that they used to have where you have to aim with the right stick. You couldn't aim with the left. It was bad, bro. Or like, were you looking and were you shooting are two different things? The twin stick shooting mechanic, that shit was ass, bro. That shit was completely ass. Lost Planet, I'm glad that game died. I don't even remember the story. I remember your dad and some shit. And then all of a sudden you were just somewhere else. What the fuck was Lost Planet about? Why the hell do they keep showing Last of Us Complete? Can IGN stop putting this shit over the top? See, gaming media is a fucking problem. Minecraft is still making so much money. Did y'all see how everybody shit on a Minecraft movie until it came out making hundreds of millions of dollars? And everybody's like, well, fuck. You said they just turned it into Monster Hunter? Oh, yeah, that's exactly what happened. You said you like it? You still had your copy of Lost Planet? I think I got Lost Planet 1 and 2. Or 2 and 3. I have 2 of them on Xbox. I hated the controls of Lost Planet since I was a child, bro. Every time I played Lost Planet, I hated that shit. But, like, the story was intriguing to me. And you said they changed it to Monster Hunter? You own all of them? I didn't know Lost Planet became Monster Hunter, though. Is that true, or are you making it up? This is April, bro. I mean, Lost Planet was one of those games that kind of, like, fell off. So I guess the series just kind of faded out, and then Monster Hunter, like, took its place. But I thought they were going... I thought Monster Hunter and Lost Planet was going at the same time. You know what they need, though? You should just talking shit. I believed in that shit a little bit. But then I remember you could shoot other humans in Lost Planet. You said never been a big Monster Hunter fan? Only enjoyed one of the games? See, I think I liked Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter Rise was alright. You say you don't know why it's forced you to type on a second channel? What do you mean? What do you mean it's forced you to type on a second channel? Like your original one is not able to type? I wonder why that is. The milked of us? Yeah, I wonder why that is. And the fuck, bro, the Last of Us get another release. That shit annoyed me to my core, bro. Because it's already like PlayStation 3 had this game. Yeah, nobody played it on PS3, but PlayStation 3 had this game. PS4 got that motherfucker backwards compatible. Yeah, that fucking extra milked of us down, bro. They are milking the... Bro, what's that meme with the cow when he's walking over to all those buckets and the cow is skin and bones? That's exactly what the milked of us is, bro. Nigga walking over with 30 buckets, bro. Cow ain't got no more milk. Stop. That motherfucker's dead, bro. Now you just milking fucking bone marrow out that bitch. Because there's no milk left in The Last of Us. It's because this fucking TV show popped off. You said the milk that turned into powder now. It definitely did. And it's all because the fucking TV show. HBO. Fucking, what the hell is his name? Neil Druckmann ass. In this goddamn TV show. It's everything now to Sony. So they're like, oh, we need to sell the game again because the TV show is popping. No, you don't. The game fucking, like, I've never liked The Last of Us. I'm not gonna act like I did. I didn't like The Last of Us on PS3. I don't like that shit on PS4. I definitely don't like that shit on PC or the PS5. It hasn't changed for me. But the fact that they keep defaulting to The Last of Us, they like, we need some money. Release The Last of Us again. And then it's like Winter Soldier and fucking Marvel Rivals again. Again. Bro, that shit keeps coming. Why? Does Sony fans not realize that they're playing the same fucking game? They didn't add nothing to the game. They've subtracted more from the game than added. That shit used to have multiplayer, bro. You said the TV show is good. It's better than the games. No joking. You said it's milked more than an old Mr. Beast drama. I mean, that is facts. But the fact that the TV show is doing so well for them, they gotta keep milking this fucking game. And they keep removing parts of the game. I swear, they're like, yeah, remember y'all had multiplayer? Nah, y'all don't got that no more. If you want to play multiplayer, go back to the PS3 version. Go to the PS4 version. The PS5 version, no multiplayer. But you do get to see more strands in Ellie's hair. More freckles on her cheeks. Who gives a fuck? It's the same game, bro. They still got the same slap sounds when you punch niggas. Like, it's like the game has never been good, bro. To me, the game has never been good. I haven't watched the TV show. But I kind of understand the story of The Last of Us. It was never a story I wanted to partake in anyway. Because I always thought Joel was a weird ass nigga for not doing his job. But, you know, there's some humanity in the game that I just can't see. Because, I don't know. I'm just not one of those people. And then Last of Us 2 came. You said the next-gen console is crazy. About 8 years and it felt quick. It's... How many new games has PlayStation had? You said the game is a damn movie. It definitely is. And they made two of them. That's why Neil Druckmann is so scared to make a third one. Because he know that shit's gonna flop. That's why he's like, oh, I don't really know if Last of Us Part 3 ever gonna... Like, we know it's not. We know you're gonna do that shit as a last-ditch effort to make some money. Because you fucked up the timeline, you fucked up the story. That's why in the TV show, he's not gonna have Abby be a buff-ass strong bitch. He already said he's changing that. He's like, oh, Abby's not gonna look like her game depiction. Why not? Because you knew big, strong Abby, nobody liked it. You said Sony's better at making movies. I mean, they're not, because you saw the Uncharted movie. You saw Morbius. You saw... Like, Sony's not good at making movies either. It's just like Neil Druckmann is a better screenwriter than he is game writer. You said to include the multiplayer requires work because of 30 to 60 frames per second. And they could have did that work, bro. They could have did that work, but instead, like, yeah, let's remove multiplayer and raise the price. Just think about that, bro. They sold you a complete game, single player, multiplayer, with motherfucking with like the DLC bonus pack when you play as like the girls at the mall. They included that shit $60. PS4, PS5 generation come out, nigga. You get the single player, no multiplayer. I don't even think the DLC exists. 70. 100 again. Nah, hell nah, bro. Sony's definitely on the back foot of everything. Concord and now Marathon is sinking Sony ass. They're dying for a little bit of money, bro. They say haven't showed us Ghost of Yotai. I think that bitch might actually be delayed. You said they lack time and resources? Yeah, they lack time and resources canceling the whole multiplayer game they've been working on for 4 years. That's where all their time and resources went, to a game they canceled. You said games cost more than movies? I mean, yeah, because they have to be interactable and playable and replayable. So, I understand, like, all the coding and all the writers, all the prep work for animation, all the technology that goes into it. That's why, yeah, movies do cost more than... I mean, games do cost more than movies. Because there's more people actively working on a game than it is a movie. Like, it's the cost of development from, like, the developers. I don't think games cost that much initially. But I think you have to pay every person you have working on the game. And they're not getting paid cheap. Most of them are getting paid hundreds of thousands. They're getting paid good money. And that's why games be so expensive. Because all the developers that are working on the game, you have to pay all their ass. You said lesbian teens in a game is crazy work. You said why we playing that? Playing what? The Last of Us? Ah, that shit's... That's because that's what Sony put out. That's what Sony put the fuck out. And I think the only new game I remember Sony having is fucking uh what is the game with the old bitch? Returnal. I think Returnal was the only new game Sony had this whole generation. And it wasn't even their game. They just saw Housemarque. They bought that bitch. I guess still a Blade. Which is still not their game. They just bought that bitch. Nigga, we getting Days Gone remastered, bro. Ben Studios ain't did nothing since Days Gone. And the first thing they do outside of Days Gone is Days Gone remastered. Get the fuck out of here. It's like, I know Ben Studios is pissed. I know they wake up in the morning and punch the air every day because they like, we were supposed to be creating something, bro. And what y'all creating? Days Gone again. A fucking again. And then it's going to be, oh, Days Gone is already on PC, ain't it? Let me open Steam real quick. I think Days Gone is already on PC. Are they going to have a PC update come out? Should I play Red Dead 2? I hated the first game. Not even going to fake it to you. Like, I played Red Dead 1 and I did not like this shit. But motherfuckers be hyping up Red Dead 2 all the time. And I feel like I should play not John Marston. I should play this motherfucking Red Dead 2 one time. What am I looking for? Days Gone. Days Gone is $40 on Steam right now. Is it getting that update? You said go for it? This game only supports Japanese interface and voices for customers in Japan. Why are they telling me that? I'm not Japanese. I'm not Japanese. Why are they telling me this? You said Wolverine if it drops. You said one of the $10 upgrades. My save game would carry over. Probably not, because like, oh, well, we did some new things with some fake technology that the PS5 has. That now you have to start over from the beginning. I don't think Wolverine comes out this year. I don't think Wolverine comes out this year. And it's because Insomniac and Obsidian carry studios, bro. They carry their respective game companies for sure. But Insomniac is kind of... After Spider-Man 2, I don't know. I think they got a change in leadership or something over there. And they're not hitting on the same cylinders that they used to. And I know they got hacked. Wolverine shit got leaked. But Wolverine looked already almost finished when the leaks came out. You said it's Dusty GTA. And you got tuberculosis. You said play on a VR, TV, or on PC. Oh yeah, because they don't update fucking Red Dead, do they? Them motherfuckers still running old fashioned. I would probably get it on PC. I think it's on sale right now on Steam. That's why I was talking about it, because I just booted up Steam. And I was like, I've heard so many good things. If it's time consuming, I might not be able to play that hell. Because I be in and out of so many games that I don't be putting too much time in. That's why I rarely finish games. Nowadays, anyway. I don't be having the time on my hands. I need to live stream more. I think that's what it is. You said no fast travel? Oh, so you're real deal walking around the Red Dead world. That's why motherfuckers like Red Dead 2 so much. They make you live in that bitch. They're like, nah, nigga, you ain't skipping shit. You gonna walk down this road, you gonna get attacked by them 7-pack of wolves, and you better win. Or you gonna start this walk right over. I think a lot of game studios need to start doing that, because when I played South of Midnight and they showed the tutorials that you could skip battles, you could skip boss battles, you could skip cutscenes, you could skip through the fucking game. You don't even have to play it. I'm like, y'all did not, like, people are going to skip shit in your game because you let them, not because they want to. It's because like they're like, oh, I mean, I could fight this boss, but skip it. They just want to see the next story bit, and it's like, yeah, y'all just fucked up. Because Miyazaki make motherfuckers play his game. If you want to play a Souls game, you're playing his game, bro. You're going to drop it, that motherfucker. You're going to walk down this road. You're going to get your ass beat on. and you're gonna start back over, and you're not getting past this fucking boss until you beat that nigga. You're gonna learn to play the game, my nigga. That's what Miyazaki has done to the gaming industry, and I think a lot of game developers need to start standing 10 on their art. Cause a lot of people be folding under pressure. They don't have no confidence in what they create no more. So they just be like, oh, we're sorry. Let me just put some fast travel in. You said you've been playing a bit of South of Midnight and you messed with it? See, the little I played, I made that one video. The intro, I fucking hated it. I hated the beginning so much, but I mean, I haven't started the game yet. So I need to get to the actual game. I haven't played it since I made that video. So I'm going to go play it some more, for sure. I'm not going to just leave it hanging like that. But the intro fucking sucked. They made the main character. She's unlikable as hell, bro. She's yelling at her mom. She's being annoying as fuck. Her granny is like, oh, put her ass in the room. Let her ass take a nap. Her ass still raging on and shit. Like, bro, you saw your mom get swept up by a motherfucking flood. What is your ass gonna do? What are you actually doing right now? And she complains a whole lot. She complains a whole fucking lot. And I kind of don't like it. And everything was so rushed, bro. She went from, like, helping the neighbors, talking to them. She broke the neighbor's shit. She broke her mom's shit. And I'm like, she just a little bitch, bro. I really don't like her. And then, you know, she instantly calls her granny a traitor. And her granny ain't did shit, but Mateo has to take a nap. That's all. She told her has to take a nap. I know her granny's probably evil. Yeah, of course. But she didn't even get to experience her granny being evil before she turned her back on her granny instantly. I'm like, oh my god, you're not even, like, you don't stand 10 on anything, do you, little girl? But I think they just had to rush the beginning for some reason. I don't know what that is. But I feel like a whole lot of details of South of Midnight was left out. That intro. Because I feel like I still don't know what the fuck is going on in this universe. And it's already chapter 2. Like, chapter 1 went so fast. I did that whole video in one take. That was all chapter 1. It was short. And it was rushed. So if it probably does get better. Combat probably improves a whole lot. Storytelling probably gets a lot better. Because there's a whole lot of characters that they announced that you're going to meet that I haven't seen yet in chapter 1. So hopefully when I get to that shit, the game progressively gets better. But the intro fucking sucked. He said so far it's cool with you. I mean, that's good to hear. Because you're probably way further in the game than I am. Because I only did chapter 1. So I'm just speaking of just chapter 1 alone. And I'm telling chapter 1 fucking sucked. But I also kind of feel that way about Fear 3. I played Fear 3 chapter 1. And that shit fucking sucked, bro. I played Fear 1. Fear 2 was an amazing game. Grand experience. Fear 3 just feels like I'm shooting at random niggas for hours, bro. I'm shooting at random niggas for hours. You said no, you're at chapter 2? Oh, so you like the intro? I just thought the intro was too rushed, bro. So many things were just dropped in your lap in chapter 1. And I guess it sparks like more questions than answers, and you want to discover. Like it sparks some curiosity. You said South of Midnight gameplay is like Psychonauts 2. The game gets better. There's arena style battles and platforming like Psychonauts 2. See, I did like Psychonauts 2. But the thing about Psychonauts 2 is the intro of that game was just reintroducing a lot of shit that you kind of forgot from playing the first game because the first game was so goddamn old. And I feel like South of Midnight, that's what I'm thinking. Because it feels like South of Midnight is not the first game. Because it feels like a lot of the shit is like knowledge you should priorly know. But I don't know anything. I'm like, what the fuck is actually going on here? I don't know the setting. I don't know the environment that she's in. Why the hurricane season is destroying their house to begin with. There's so many things I want to know. How the fuck did her dad die? And why was that nigga so young when he died? It's so many things, bro. And I feel like all those details are left out, or they might be explored in the future. But at the moment of just playing through the first chapter, I was sitting there like, I'm drawing blanks on everything I think I want to know. You said things are explained, probably later on. But Psychonauts 2 did a good job at reintroducing things that you probably already know but you forgot. South of Midnight just feel like they expect you to know some shit. And it's like, I don't fucking know anything. What are you talking about? Introduce something to me. Or how they like glossed over the fact that her granny can see the fucking strands, and that the sickle things that she had didn't work. And then old girl took them and instantly knew how to use them. And it's like, why the fuck was that the case? Why does she automatically just know how to use these sickle things, bro? I was like, there's no fucking way you just automatically know. You say it will be explained. And see, that's the thing. I gotta give the game more time. Because all I did was play chapter 1. But the fact that I ended chapter 1 and all I could think is just like, this game feels rushed as shit, is because I think it definitely was. But it's definitely for the long game. There's a whole lot of story to be told. And it feels like they opened up so many plot points and handed them to you. Like they handed you hella pieces of rope. It was like, follow these devices. And I'm like, okay, which one do I follow first? That's exactly what I was thinking. They give you hellas of them bitches. And I think they're going to be like, you know, loose ends are going to be tied up as the game go through. And it's going to create a beautiful rope. A whole tapestry at the end. I'm hoping. But at this moment, all I got is fucking yarn in my hands, bro. And it like, we're going to weave it to something great. I just have to trust the process. You say you're looking into it too much. See, I'm not looking into it too much. This is what gaming invokes in the mind, bro. I've never sat there and just like enjoyed a thing. No, I think about a thing. I think about everything, bro. I'm always thinking about something. So when I'm playing the game, I'm looking at devices. I'm like, okay, this is plot. Where does this lead to? And then when nothing happens, I'm like, okay, maybe it's further down the line. But then they add more fucking plot. And those plots don't add up. Like, they don't connect together. And this is what I'm saying. So, like, I'm just looking at all these devices. I'm like, they gotta make something out of this. But then chapter 1 ended. And I'm like, that's not supposed to happen. You don't just open a whole lot of... You don't just cut a whole lot of pieces of apple and just leave them bitches on the table. Because ants are gonna come get in and eat them bitches. You gotta wrap them bitches up in some plastic. Say, hey, save this for later. You said just says don't need some deep analysis. See, I know I can't help it. I know for sure that I don't supposed to be doing it. But I know the writers are probably thinking like, how do we invoke these types of things? Eternal Strand's main character and the main characters are the same type of weavers, but in a different universe. See, and I played Eternal Strand, and that game, I swear, I kind of had the same problem because like I'm playing through that game, and you know she's a weaver. They give her a little backstory before like you start the game, so I understand she's kind of capable of doing her thing. That's why she joined this team. But then Bird Bitch gets injured. Fine, that's cool. And then they make her ass in charge. They're like, okay, you're leading the team. And it's like, why the fuck is she leading the team when she just joined the team? This is her first expedition. It's so rushed. Like those things feel so rushed to me. Like the main character, like I understand you want to give them some responsibility. But do you not know how many game characters have progressively gotten responsible over the beginning of the game before they become like that nigga in charge, or they have a backstory of being that nigga in charge, and then you control them being in charge? But it's for some reason most of these games they kind of like forget a part of like becoming a leader or becoming a main character. They just like force these bitches to start off, you're the main character. Okay, go. And I think that's the part, like character development is missing in a bunch of these like new smaller games because I think they have a lot to tell and not enough time to tell it. And that's why it kind of seems like I'm deep analyzing all of this, and I'm like, no, it's just like these characters lack character development. There's some character development definitely missing on why you should be the main character. And that's what, I mean, they kind of explain it down the line. But the fact that she doesn't even know what the strands are, And then 10 minutes later, she's weaving them bitches. And she don't even know why. And it's like, game, bro, you can't just do this. Because now I already understand that they're just going to give her everything she could possibly need. And she's not going to appreciate any of it. That's exactly what it seems like. Well, she has no reason to appreciate any of it. Because in good stories, being told the exact same way, characters that develop like that, you see the ones given all the power and all the responsibility, and it either breaks them or it changes them for the worse. And you see the one that's grinded for everything, they come up and they appreciate everything they develop. It's not happening with these games. Like Eternal Strand, like South of Midnight, y'all giving these characters too much shit, like right off the bat. They're just like, yeah, bro, y'all so great. Here's these amazing things that y'all can do. Now go do the thing for the rest of the game. And it's like, Alex Mercer, all this nigga can do is shapeshift into one nigga and pull out fucking claws. Then this nigga got cancer. He had to beat cancer. He came back, like, he came back stronger. He got armor. Like, the character development over time for some of the other characters in games that we played. And those games aren't that long. It's not like I'm talking about Red Dead 2 where you got to play this shit for 300 hours. No, I'm talking about, like, short, sweet games. You said those are budget decisions. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I kind of felt it. I kind of felt it like initially. I kind of felt like, okay, they definitely had to cut a whole lot of shit out because of timing and budget and personnel. A lot of those things impact the game. But I just hope they crafted something they could be proud of. So then other people can feel like, okay, they really enjoy making this thing, even though it's not the best work. And you can see the growth and development. Because I've played trash games. Like, I've been playing Spiders games for a long time. You think Technomancer was amazing? That shit was ass. Dialogue fucking sucked. Combat sucked. But you still see the vision. You see what they're trying to do from their past games to their present ones. And then Greedfall came out and it was a culmination. Enjoyed every bit of it. But then they kind of took a dark turn with that weird ass game, Steel Rising, where they made like female Big Note. I don't know. Something happened over there. Something Midnight, I'm definitely gonna give it another try though. I ain't gonna leave that bitch hanging. Cause it looked like it probably could be a good game. And I like the art, the stop motion. The voice acting is great so far. Like the world around seems authentic. They should give another shot at Technomancer. See, if Spiders, I wish Greedfall 2 wasn't a fucking RTS. But yeah, like Technomancer definitely deserves another chance because the concepts in that game could be phenomenal. Like the concepts of the Technomancer and the way they weave tech and magic and things like that shit was cool. That's the only reason I continued to play the game. Is because the concepts were cool. They were engaging enough. I wanted to learn more about them. Gameplay fucking sucked. Dialogue was trash. But the concepts that they were building upon, they were like, slowly unraveling what you are, what you're doing, why you're doing it. Those things I enjoyed. But having to fight enemies every time, bro, we get into combat, I'm like, oh fuck. Even though I got better at the combat, you only can hit niggas like 1 or 2 times before you have to dodge. Because combat is that fucking unresponsive. And then like the powers, like electric powers and stuff, take a while. So they kind of like, you hit the power button, and then it just like, the animation takes so long for you to actually do the power. And I'm like, okay, you could chalk that up to it being an old ass AA game. That's fine. It got better with Greedfall. I wish they got to do that more before they went freaking CRPG on us with Greedfall 2. But I mean, we just gotta wait to see what Spiders does next. Technomancer definitely deserves another shot though. I wouldn't be mad at another Technomancer. We went off on a tangent. What the hell? What were we covering before all this? Oh, yeah, we're covering Marathon. I think that was it. You said a good parry system in the game makes a big difference. Makes games more enjoyable. Yeah, and then like, what is it? What am I thinking of? Because it's a game where like parrying is like basic as hell, but it actually made the game fun as fuck. I think it's Dragon Age. Dragon Age of Veilguard. That shit, like parrying in that game, made everything like it just made combat just more fun. Cause I would just hit a parry out of nowhere, and the parry windows was so forgiving that like everything was initially a parry. Like it was almost brain dead how easy parrying was, but it made the game fun. Like I kind of turned my brain off and just play fucking Dragon Age of Veilguard, and I enjoyed every minute of it. And I can understand why people didn't. But a good parry, like come on now, bro. In the middle of combat, you see a nigga about to hit you. You're in the middle of a combo, and you just slightly press block at the right time, and then the game just goes into slow motion, and you parry that nigga with a good animation, and everything flows better, bro. You get like a couple actives, they pop up. You hit an ability or two. Now you feel like you're a god, and you're not even doing shit in the game for real. That's why I think Doom the Dark Ages, they put a parry in that game, and I swear the parry about to be so brain dead. But I bet it make combat fun as fuck. I bet you be running around in the Dark Age universe, smacking niggas with maces and shit, shooting shotgun shells. You say it stops the games from feeling mindless? I mean, yeah, because you kind of got to think about it. When something's about to happen, you're not just pressing dodge button after every 3-hit combo. Yeah, like you parry. But like, you kind of, like that flow state kind of crazy. Because that's what I'm saying, you kind of turn your brain off. Because you can just do that shit easily. But then I'm playing Sekiro. Oh my god, I need to go back to Sekiro. I've been playing a whole lot of fucking Armored Core. So that's kind of why I haven't played Sekiro for a while. Because I've been playing Armored Core this whole time. Every time, I be thinking like, okay, I'm going to play a Miyazaki game. And I turn on Armored Core, and I start blitzing niggas. Because that nigga Midas a different breed. So I've been playing a whole lot of Armored Core instead of playing Sekiro. Maybe because Sekiro is hard as shit, bro. Sekiro is hard as shit. Maybe because it's not my playstyle. And trying to adjust my playstyle to be the White Wolf, nigga, is hard. Because I don't play like that. That's not like it's not my playstyle, bro. And the game doesn't mend to you. Hell no, nigga. You gotta mend to the game. Miyazaki made sure. Like, nigga, if you're gonna play Sekiro, you gonna get good. And I'm one of those niggas. I'm like, fuck, bro. Cause I really just want to throw good hands with niggas. And Sekiro got good hands. But the stamina system, the posture system, the parrying at the right time, the Mercury counters, like, Nick, I be in that motherfucker struggling sometimes, and I make the videos, I do the live streams, and I'm like, it's not like I'm bad at the game. That's not the case. It's not like I'm bad at the game. It's just like as I play the game, I realize I don't want to play the game like this. I don't want to play the game like this. But you kind of have to play the game like this because the game is designed for you to play it like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, leveling up doesn't feel right. Combat, like I don't feel like I'm strong enough. And I think that's the point of the game. Cause why? Character fucking progression. What I was just complaining about all this time. Being forced to go through that shit as the fucking wolf is crazy as hell. And that's why I kind of like avoid it. I avoid the fuck out of Sekiro. And I just use Armored Core as a shield. Because I'm enjoying the hell out of Armored Core. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm enjoying the fuck out of Armored Core. It's definitely not the game I thought it was, but it's exactly the game I think I needed it to be. Because I'm going around blitzing. I don't know much about the game. I think I'm on chapter 3 or some shit. Like I'm not that far in. I think I'm like a fucking B rank hero, a C rank hero, D rank hero, one of those things. Like a mercenary. And my playstyle just works for me, bro. I be in battles, I be on missions, and I'm talking about I'm just firing on all cylinders. I just feel like I can definitely play how I want to play, and it's fun. Sekiro, god damn, bro. If I didn't have this goddamn katana and that parry system, you said just after the Splatfest, goddamn Splatfest, bro. I mean, you can't really miss that. I don't have any other news for Gaming News Weekly though, because I think we covered it all. Unless some crazy shit pop off that I didn't see before. Wait, Outer Worlds 2 got a reveal? When the fuck did Outer Worlds 2 get a reveal? I thought it was... Ah, it's fucking IGN. God damn it. I guess I'll watch it. I hate that it's IGN, bro. It's always fucking IGN. Hold on, I'm about to bring this up. Because it seems IGN gets to play fucking... Marathon. Not Marathon. Outer Worlds 2. So this is the new HUD. The new...
Latest IGN first, and it's all about The Outer Worlds 2. This is the very first look at its gameplay to kick off our exclusive coverage throughout the month of April.
I hate that y'all get exclusive fucking
Obsidian
coverage.
to see the game itself, interview them about how it was made, and get insight on a ton of its new features. So keep an eye out for our deep dives in the coming weeks, but for now, enjoy this look at a quest that takes you through the N-Ray facility where you'll see many of its new gameplay systems in action.
See, that gun look hella cool. You said it would have a special part of the game showcase like Starfield and COD. I mean, yeah, like I heard that, but I didn't know IGN was getting... Oh, the new... Wait, go back. Go back. I want to see. That site is cool as fuck. Look at the new radio menu. What are these? I mean, this is a grenade, but what the fuck is this? Oh, is this VATS? Because it had like a VATS alternative in this game, didn't it? Like you slow time and you shoot niggas? I think it did. Then it got some motherfucking melee weapons. It got 2 normal weapons. They all do different damage types too. Who's the girl behind you though? I didn't know this existed. I probably would have watched it already, made a video on it. Now I want to see how much of a Avowed shows up in Outer Worlds 2.
That's the range, Commander. Oh, this will be glorious. Hope my enthusiasm doesn't get the better of me. Those traitors need to suffer.
Okay, she's enthusiastic. I kind of like that.
Before it can become everything.
You said this has a lot of Avowed in it? See, I just said that too. I was like, I wonder how much Avowed is in this game. Because I don't think it goes the other way. Because it didn't feel like the Outer Worlds inside Avowed. But I do kind of see...
It's killing time.
The rift is my gateway to transcendence. My piety is the key.
Okay, I kind of like that. You stabbed the fuck out of him. This ain't fucking IGN playing this.
Oh,
When the fuck they get good at games? Do you see that shit? You're missing. Yeah, I knew you were missing like a bitch. There's no way you're actually good at games. Okay, they just filled the gun up with acid? Goddamn low screen.
Now this is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use 1 or 2 as an example to the rest.
I kind of like this girl. I don't know why she's so fucking crazy, but I mean, I guess we'll figure that out when the game comes. But her voice acting is really good. Like, she's a believable character. I really hated that like mag pick system. But I mean, I guess it's fine. Hopefully it's less egregious, because you need like 13 mag picks and like 2 other things to open 1 box. And I'm like, god damn. Okay, they fuck niggas up in here. A Miyazaki door. Every game need a Miyazaki door. Are you gonna stealth that nigga or what? I guess not. You don't even need the duck. Oh, you gotta talk to that one.
Divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by... is it 30 or... Oh! Hello!
Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in their work? This is just embarrassing.
I like this girl.
The cultist behind you! Wait, surely she isn't with you. Fine. Just please keep her away from me.
Alright, what does the flip thing mean? Trauma kit. Oh, you can heal her.
The crazed cultist, people like your friend here, have been sowing destruction throughout the range for days. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient.
Invisible?
Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We have an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. Don't worry. I'll just be here, in my deepening puddle of blood.
Damn, you gonna leave her ass there? You leave her ass there to die too. You could have healed her. Of course, they IG and pan around. What are you panning around for? Get to it. I want to see more. Electric floor? You saw the invisible niggas doing invisible shit.
My brethren, the eyes of the unworthy cannot behold our transcendent forms.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, they actually got their ass invisible. You can't see them until you get the device. Can you fight them with no device? I mean, I
There's
guess you
the
could try.
N-ray scanning device the scientist was talking about.
Fully animated pickup. I like that. Good work, Obsidian. Now, can you put that motherfucker on? You do put that motherfucker on. That shit's nice. That's actually a fire ass setup. I like when games do random
Enemy
shit like
spotted.
that.
Homicide always cheers me up.
Okay, they didn't explain how the fuck your companions can see them, but I guess you can lead it up to the imagination. Like, okay, yeah, I kind of got, you know, connected vision or something like that when you put the thing on. I guess y'all both can see. Who knows? I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna metaverse that shit too much. Oh, I guess you can scan them to know that they're there.
Is that you, Presiding Bishop? I'm sorry, I haven't had time to clean up. It's so hard to get bloodstains out of our uniforms.
They're really not gonna get this motherfucker a trauma kit.
You can use it to see the wires connecting this door to the nearest override panel. Try not to electrocute yourself. Don't worry. I'll just be here in my deepening puddle of blood.
Just heal the lady already. It's so bad, bro. But I would probably be doing the same thing. Okay, they're going full Mass Effect 3, but this one. Go find those motherfucking wires. It's a goddamn puzzle. Why are they playing this shit like a child? I know it ain't that hard.
That should do it. Let's get on with the killing.
How many times will you be having to use the N-ray device to see things? I wonder if that's gonna be used more than just on this mission.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
The guys are still over there dying. I like how the voice actor is still like in character so good. Bleeding out because they didn't do the thing to heal them. Okay, well, I guess you did that.
That's just a taste of what's to come in The Outer Worlds 2 and what we're covering in this month's IGN First. We'll be breaking down character builds, the new flaw system, all the wild and wacky weapons, and how much bigger
actually
this
really
sequel
fucking
is.
good.
So, for all your exclusive coverage on The Outer Worlds 2, stick with IGN.
And it's still pretty much the Outer Worlds. It's pretty much, oh, that was actually really good. And that, like, IGN isn't the best at showing off games. They're not. But that was actually organically played, it seemed like. Even though they did the one thing where they like follow the wires all slow and shit. Like, come on now, bro. We're all functioning brained humans right now. Flip them fucking switches, nigga. Nobody's gonna be wasting their time doing this shit. But like them walking around, them killing the enemies, using stealth, actually pretty good. They killed the lady instead of healing her. I don't know why. I mean, I don't think she was a bad person, but you probably could learn something earlier in the level that she probably did some crazy shit and you don't know. So I probably would have helped her based off that knowledge right there. Like, oh fuck, I'll give you a med pack. Probably turn on your ass and I have to kill her anyway. But that's either here or there. That was actually a good showing from IGN. Actually surprised it was a good showing from IGN. But yeah, I think that's it for Gaming News Weekly. I kind of want to see. Look, I kind of want to do a Dark Souls 3 live stream. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I want to start over probably Dark Souls 3 and just play it for as long as I feel like it. I guess I don't know. I have to figure something out, or I just start it over. I could just do it on YouTube. I could just make videos playing Dark Souls 3 again because I ain't played Dark Souls 3 in a long time. Been playing a whole lot of Elden Ring again. Still need to go back to play that game some more because I've been having a good old time with that. But yeah. It's time to end Gaming News Weekly. So, what the fuck did I just do? That was strange. End Gaming News Weekly. Make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next one.